let me ask you this. Right now, the fattest person in America is the African American woman. And here you are, you're writing this cookbook. So tell me a little bit about yourself and the significance of this cookbook.
My name is Yafah Asiel, and I have been the driving force as it relates to nutrition for Soul Vegetarian Restaurant for the last 20 some odd years. And I have watched the transition of African American women go from just basically being somewhat healthy, where our grandmothers used to feed us from their gardens, be in the kitchen cooking, knowing exactly what they felt us, to today's woman who has the worst health issues on the planet. I've watched African American women be obese. I've watched them have problems with diabetes, hypertension. I teach a lot in the community, and the women that I come across, some of them take up to 20 pills a day, just trying to maintain a similitude of health. And so I wrote the book, and
What's the name of your book?
the name of the book is this New Soul Vegetarian Cookbook, and this is our second edition from the first cookbook, where we have upgraded the recipes. We have made the recipes a little more healthier, because our first cookbook came out about 15 years ago. And so we took out all of the trans fatty fats, and we've used olive oil, we used non-hydrogenated margarine, we've gone to maple syrup and agave and stevia, which are cactus sweeteners, or sweeteners made from a cactus plant.
You said 15 years of Soul Vegetarian's been in the game a long time.
Soul Vegetarian is the largest chain of vegan restaurants in the world. We have a total of 14 restaurants worldwide, and we have been vegans and on the path to veganism since 1969. We've done extensive research, we've done extensive experiments. Through trial and error, we have found that you do not have to eat a meat or animal-based diet to live. We have 3 generations of vegans in our midst who are very healthy, have vitality, energy, still run, play sports, and we found that you don't have to just eat meat to survive or to live.
Let me ask you, somebody listening to you, you know, the average person will say it costs too much to be a vegetarian, to eat healthy, so they want to eat some greens and with some this and that in it, all kind of body parts. And being real with you, if it's not going to taste good, how are people not going to make the transformation? What do you have to say about that?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because I get that question a lot about
I bet you do when you talk to us.
it costs more. But you know what, and usually my answer would be that, you know, you pay now or you'll pay later as it relates to your health or buying more drugs. And I would usually respond, I would tell people to teach people how to work collectively with your neighbors, your friends, your family, to go in and buy cases of fruits and vegetables like a co-op and divide it amongst yourself, because you really need a support system. And I thought about that answer, and all of those things are good, but you know what? Black America spends over $100 billion a year. And so I'll say, stop going to the hairdressers and use that money and go to the supermarket and feed yourself and feed your children. Maybe stop buying those high-heel shoes or those designer garments and save that money and go to the grocery store and pay for a better quality of food, just like you want to pay for a better quality of clothes or a better quality car. Then we need to stop now and take a serious look at our health and our diet. So we have money. Money is not the issue. It's not the issue.
It would appear that before you can talk to our people about health, you have to deal with the fact that we view sick as normal.
Right, exactly. Sick, dying, and death as a part of a normal process of life, which now is starting to begin at age 30, when you start, people you see now in the neighborhood, you hear people having heart attacks and diseases and diabetes and at 30, 40 years old, and are waiting just to kind of live their life out until praying that they'll get to 50. And it's just not the proper lifestyle, and it's not the proper mindset that we need to have when we deal with our health, because your age is determined by how you are able to perform, how you feel, how much vitality you have, and it doesn't stop at 60 or 70.
So let me ask you, does the book break down, because I firmly believe that black people don't interpret or gather information like white people. So is this one of those white people cookbooks that we don't read, and we not, number one, we ain't gonna wanna make it, and then number two, we can't make it because we can't pronounce the words or we can't find those particular products?
This book is very, very simple. The language is simple, the recipes are simple, the ingredients that we use, you can go to a local supermarket and purchase it if you went in the health food section or the natural section in a grocery store. The other section in the grocery store, I don't know what the name of that is, but if you go to the health section or natural section of the grocery store, you can find all of the ingredients. They are cost effective. Some of the ingredients we use, for instance, are beans and rice, which is protein that you can get at a health food store or a grocery store, inexpensive. The recipes are written in simple terms, really, really easy to follow. It's just people have to stop being intimidated and already define for themselves what they think vegetarian food is. A lot of people still think that just because you're a vegetarian, all you eat is carrots and lettuce and tomatoes, and that's not true. We eat so many different varieties of foods, and again, we've been in this business for the last 30, 40 years, so we have put these combinations together with beans and rice and legumes, and now even when you go to the doctor will tell you, you have to put more fruits and vegetables in your diet. You have to exercise. You have to drink more water if you want to be healthy. So we have taken the lead in experimenting with all of these ingredients, all of these dishes, where now our people don't have to do that part. All they have to do is have a desire to change, and we can help them with the rest.
So we've been eating traditionally comfort foods, high in sugar, the fats, and the cheese. Do you have anything on there that, what do you do when we want to eat cheese? You got a cheese alternative, a butter alternative?
We do. We have soy cheese that's in the recipe book. We have a soy butter like mayonnaise. Most of our people are lactose intolerant and cannot tolerate dairy products, but we do. The body will adjust, but it will only adjust for so long, and then you start feeling the different effects